Hi, my name is Zach Corveth, and this is my video. My research question is, what is the impact of therapy dogs on the social and emotional aspect of students? My search terms were therapy dogs, social effects, students, therapy, emotional health, and well-being. One non-reliable source I have is hearing about this topic from a canine animal shelter. I say this because they often euthanize dogs, thus not giving them a chance to provide compassion, love, and light in a dark room to someone who needs it, or even just a dog to a family. This is significant to me because the dogs do provide the light in a dark room, and they're often overlooked, I think. They're used in hospital, school, and therapeutic centers, and they provide comfort, love, and take your mind off something that's going on. And in this case, it would be tests, exams, quizzes, that kind of thing. But I just believe that they're an alternative form of therapy, and that they're amazing, and that everyone should give them a try. On the screen is my APA formatted reference, and I believe this is a reliable source of information because it's an empirical document. Its study was derived from an actual experience and experimentation. My introduction for my article summary, it was conducted on a multi-campus university over 2 weeks, and therapy dogs in animal-assisted therapy have just improved emotional well-being, reducing stress and anxiety, enhancing social behavior, and in this case, they're particularly looking at how they can benefit university students. And granted, the study was great and all that, but more research is always needed. For the subject and participants, it was a convenient sample of 265 students in the intervention and control group. The intervention group was 170 students, and it was the Delta Society Australia and Paws Therapy Dogs. They were selected from the university campus with the most exams, quizzes, that kind of thing going on. Sessions were 11:30 to 1 p.m., and they completed a PANAS survey on an iPad, just ranging their emotional wellness. Control group was 95. They completed a PANAS survey, did not have interaction with the dogs, but it was more so like open-ended questions, and consent was the first question in both of these surveys. The methods for this experiment, it combined qualitative and quantitative data, and approaches were to examine impact on mood, behavior, and demeanor. The PANAS survey was a 20-item self-report instrument using the Likert scale, 5 being extremely, 1 being not much. It measured the positive and negative effects. So positive was a positive emotion, negative was a negative emotion, and it analyzed using SPSS statistical package for the social sciences for statistical testing and analysis, and the survey reported as consistent and valid. There was ethical clearance from the university's committee, and some consented to a 4-week follow-up question to see how their health-seeking behavior was. For the results of this study, the intervention group scores were much higher in the ages from 16 to 24, 34 to 45, male and female, domestic participants, undergraduate, not graduate students, so 1 through 4 years of college, and in all 4 years of studying, the intervention group had higher PANAS scores, and just overall, the intervention had much more impact, and 141 participants responded positively to the therapy dogs. Many commented on missing their own dog, previously owned dog, and just had uplifting and genuinely happy comments for the dogs and their attributes. For the discussion, the evidence led to exposure of therapy dogs being extraordinary, amazing, great, and beneficial to higher mood and positive effect. Great scores on demeanor, morale, emotional well-being, mental status, that kind of thing. Lots of reductions in stress and negative mood and negativity in general. It showed that females were benefited more than males. It didn't say why, but it was in there. The dogs just provided such a wholesome, compassionate, and loving environment, and it showed how simple intervention of therapy dogs just supported well-being and student mental health throughout a hard time that they're going through, stressful. Personal implications, I chose this topic because I believe that while physical, occupational, and clinical therapy is all healthy, therapy dogs is a healthy alternative. I love dogs, and even without training, I think they help and give compassion, love, and genuine caring for people. I also believe that this research should be taken into consideration because other types can be expensive. Canine therapy is often not expensive, and I also believe that many different types of therapy should be attempted to see what works best. And if the patient doesn't know therapy dogs or dog canine therapy, then how could they know they like it, or how could they know it's their favorite? My references are my APA formatted reference I listed here again. I got my Google Scholar link to what I searched in Google Scholar and my article. Thank you.